This poem is both a confirmation and a calling in. The confirmation of a hard-earned, at times terrifying path into knowing and harvesting of one's mythopoetic identity, this image that lives in the center of our being, that this image that has clues about what we're here to do. Some would call it maybe even our soul gifts, but I really value the way Bill Plotkin talks about soul as an ecological phenomena, that it's a unique niche in an ecosystem, in an environment. It's our unique gift for the world. The call is also for the sacred fool, this trickster, the one who lives at the edges of the world, the one who's able to dance the really kind of serious and the gravitas, but do it in a light way. I'm captured by this idea of, I'm not advocating madness, but to move just a little outside of the filter that is our ego identity, to acknowledge and be open to that the way the world arises in our knowing is particular to us, and there may well be other dimensions of reality, and to open to that is also perhaps in this realm of the sacred fool and the trickster. The poem is strong because it's asking and suggesting that to find who we really are, we have to hazard ourselves. We have to push out beyond the parts of us that prefer contentment and safety and security. It is possible to touch the earth and have the earth touch us back, or it is possible to be touched by mystery. And quite possibly the path to this work is through the wound, the wounding. And that's the line that talks about dark might has bite. This stuff isn't going to come on a silver platter. You're gonna have to take a risk. This edge is a place without certainty. So I say there are many life stages, and each stage has a gift and a task, and the boon is nature-based. From one perspective, it's not about the person at all. This is about a gift to life. It's perhaps even a gift for the future generations. I used the word fetters in here at one point, and the word fetters I got when I was studying the Buddha Dharma, and it was talking about these habit patterns, usually that cause us suffering. But when they're gone, they're gone. You don't even notice it's gone, maybe, because when it's not in the mind, it's simply not there. So that's that word. And then these last two lines are really powerful for me. It fits with the declaration in a way, and with a little tint of hope that some of these ancestral wounds that are many generations could be healed, and that to do that we kind of have to go right back to the mother, to the fertility and the fecundity of that place. And the piece is that this that my fathers as colonizers would go to an area and chop down a forest to build a house for God. So that's the last lines. So here you go. Here is the poem. I've called it Larking About. Larking About. Trickster makes the world, dancing the mystical path with practical feet. You too are a poem in the making of earth. You too are a poem in the making of earth. When you stop and look, and I mean really stop, and really look, you will know that it is possible to be the fruition of the impossible, heart-making, life-bringing, earth-talking one. I am speaking from the ones who grow in dark might, ride the bite, the beckoning, not knowing edge, in both the weeping and the charm of all that appears broken and all that we long for. I'm speaking from the ones who grow in dark might, ride the bite, the beckoning, not knowing edge, in both the weeping and the charm of all that appears broken and all that we long for. We are born brighter out of the littleness of a forgetting culture. Absent fetters don't leave notes. When it's done, it's done. No more in the dry mouth and grinding jaws of doubt. More like an inconsolable rapture, audacious and humble, a cunning noble rumble of certainty about who you are and why you came here. More like an inconsolable rapture, audacious and humble, a cunning, noble rumble of certainty about who you are and why you came here. Now a fountainhead of nourishment for the ones yet to come, no more at the mercy of a confused world made sacred not through strategy, but the terrifying possibilities of madness to rupture and remember. Made sacred not through strategy, but the terrifying possibilities of madness to rupture and remember. The bell rings pure and whole, undifferentiated in every situation. Her ground floor, front leaf seat in the great family of things, with roots to sing, wings to fly. From unnamed pockets, the ordinary magics of purpose, practice and place. Seeding sanity, permission bringer, dovetail, swoop singer, tend this place deep inside the red valve case of a bleeding heart. Tend this place deep inside the red valve case of a bleeding heart. Oh, dreaming earth, mystery moves us through. Mystery moves us through, reforesting our minds, working the muscles of love and clear seeing. Enter the laughable, mercurial fool, unpindownable because there is less and less to hold. It's everything and nothing, deadly serious and utter folly. You who hangs the world by its ankles, tickling its mischief makers, truth tellers, artisans of the wild fruiting orchard. You who hangs the world by its ankles, tickling its mischief makers, truth tellers, artisans in the wild fruiting orchard. My fathers felled a forest to build a house for God. My children will dream amongst trees. My fathers felled a forest to build a house for God. My children will dream amongst trees.